Howdy. Here I am at balmy Walker, 2 degrees out here. I'm at the 24-hour fuel stop. It's the last stop before we get into camp in Nundle. I was lucky enough to be invited down by a couple of guys that are camping down here, going for a hunt. So it's an opportunity to get down there and have another crack at them, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go and find these guys in camp. There's somewhere in Nundle. I've got a GPS location. We'll rock up, see where they are, and spend the next couple of days trying to get into some action on a few bucks that are still hanging around. So anyway, this is Walker. That's it for me. I'm going to get another 40 minutes, 50 minutes to camp, and I'll check back in. Hey guys, welcome back to Nundle. Whew. Chilly morning, 7 o'clock. It's about minus 1 or 2 degrees. Just getting ready to go out. Bit of a late start this morning. Got in late into camp, found these guys, and just really getting going now. A bit of a scout morning. Got a spot that I'd like to check out. Saw some bucks in during the peak of the rut. I wanted to see if they're still active and hanging around. Currently just loading in these 5-round mag for the Benelli Lupo, 180 grain Salabelle rounds. They'll do a good job for us. Bit big for fallow typically, but chasing bucks I don't mind a bit more power. And they're going into this new Benelli Lupo synthetic. Beautiful rifle. If you haven't seen one before, you should have a look at it. And I've got the Eliminator 5 on it. But anyway, I've sighted in and I want to give it some action and just make sure that it's performing like I want it to, and then I'll have the confidence to take it into some long range stuff. So that's that. We'll get going shortly, see if I can get some eyes on this buck, because we're in public land. We need to make this safe every time. Should make it safe every time anyway, but we've got to transport it completely bolt out and unloaded, because we're going to go on some public roads and we'll get into it. See you out there. Okay, so this morning was all about scouting out a spot. One of the fellas gave me some pin locations where they'd bumped into some animals, reasonable buck that they couldn't catch up with. So you'll see behind me pines. Down in that gully there's a creek, a nice big gully that runs all the way up and all the way back. We've got a good sit spot just here, overlooks quite a bit of good clear view. So that was the intention of this morning, just to find this location. So I can now come back in the dark, or come back in the early afternoon, sit and wait and see what comes through. So that's the plan for now. This trip's far more of a sit and wait trip than a spot and stalk. We'll see how that works out for us. Back at it. It's 3:30 in the afternoon, sunsets in an hour and a half. You would have seen I found that spot that I wanted to suss out this morning, so now I'm going to go and sit over it, see if anything wanders up and down that gully. It's a good chance. Feeling good about it, but man, it's cold. I'm going to lay it right up. Anyway, we've got to try and stay warm, and yeah, we'll see if we can get into the action. Just feels nice, so fingers crossed. Sadly, just bumped 3 fallow and I'm being barked at by a red. I'm going to have to check up on this. I'm pretty sure reds don't, fallow don't bark like that. And it's answering my call even more strangely. So I got barked. I ran across here about 80 metres in front of me. Stopped when I used the caller. Barked, called back, barked, called back. And I just saw them go up here. But they were alert, so I don't think I'm going to catch up with them again. I'm only 50 metres from my spot where I would have been sitting watching them feed to me, which is a real bum up. I didn't see any bucks with them, just looked like 3 does. Could be the end of the evening sit already, but we'll see what happens. I've got a really nice Benelli doe over here. She's at the same elevation as me, probably 200 metres. She's just sat down right in front of me, but there's a lot of tree between me and her. I'm in a pretty bad position for that one, but she's probably far enough away. She's probably far enough away for me to be able to make some movement and get a line shot across the gully. I'll see what I can do. She's presenting a pretty good shot. I could make a noise, try and get it to stand up, but I think I'm okay to take it. I'm using this Eliminator 5, and it's telling me 140 metres straight across, so it's looking pretty good. I might as well we'll have a go. I've already spooked 4 deer. I've been caught by one. This is a good meat deer. Not too much of a carry. We'll have a look. Taken the shot. 3 or 4 other deer moved off that I couldn't see. I've got one barking at me now. I lost the deer that I shot at in the recoil. And I can't see if I've taken her. So just gonna leave it a sec. See what happens. And then we'll have to walk over there and have a look. Stay with me. Alright. I'm up the other side. Picked my point. It's just near that stump there, if you can see it. And there she is down there. Cool. And the deer have not left. They're barking at me all through here. Wow. Shot placement, beautiful. Right. I'm out of light, I don't know if I've got a track here. So I've got to sort her out. And then see if I can work my way to a track somehow. Anyway, it's part of the job. Happy days, happy deer hunting. Front shoulders are pretty much stuffed. A bullet went straight through both of them. But I got the back legs, back straps, and I've got a big hill to climb, so that's me. I got quite a bit of meat off it. There's a lot of animals in here, so I'm gonna hop to it. Gotta get this thing packed out. I'm gonna try and get back up the other side of this gully before it's completely dark. So anyway, talk to you back at the car. Well, that was a cool hunt. Actually, I've never actually experienced a hunt quite like that one. And when I say that, early on in the walk in, I bumped 3 or 4 fallow, but I was being barked at by one, and I could have sworn it was a red. Now I can't remember being barked at by a fallow before, and someone's going to tell me that they do, I think, because it doesn't make a lot of sense that there was a red hanging around with them. But anyway, it barked, they ran, I got on the croak, on the caller, as I showed you, and it barked back at me for 15 or 20 minutes. And as I walked further down the track, it was following me on the opposite ridge, giving me the odd bark every now and then it went quiet, let out a few more croaks. And then on the other side of the gully, another group came in a little distance away, not too much, but I was able to watch her bed down, and then she sort of turned in such a way, and she was sitting in such a way that I could see her chest where her heart and the bottom of her lungs would be. So instead of waiting for her to stand, I decided to take that shot, which a lot of people say don't do because you can't check where their vitals are, but I was pretty confident the way she was sitting. Squeezed it off and lost it in the recoil, as you often do, but I saw 4 or 5 other deer up and move, and then the barking started again. I was being barked at and barked at. Left it a couple of minutes and then packed up and went over to the other side to find her exactly where I shot her, just dead on the spot. But still this bloody thing was barking and barking, not far away, but the light was getting shit out, so I couldn't see it. Not that I had the energy to carry 2 out, but I guess it's cold enough I could have left it in a tree. But anyway, cool hunt, glad I was able to get some of it. It was nice to have the Lupo and the Eliminator 5 with me. It's the first animal that combination's taken, and I used the Eliminator for ranging, and it did the elevation adjustments. That was perfect, it was great, loved it, unreal. Anyway, it's great to be successful when you come into public land. You can come a long way and spend a lot of time, not see much sometimes, but we're on here. So anyway, I'm heading back to camp, time for a feed, sit around the fire. It's all nearly 0 degrees here already. It's cold, but I'm warm from the hike out of the gully. So anyway, cheers again.